Hey guys, it's Sunshine and I'm at Kalahari, Sandusky, Ohio. So I'm gonna go into a kitchen and do a little tour with Chef Sam. This is Chef Sam. Hello. And right now we're just gonna get me a hat and a little whatever.
Chef coat.
Chef coat. Yep. Now we're going to the kitchen. So Chef Sam is gonna lead us there.
So this is opened up for our banquet kitchen now. So this side of our banquet kitchen is all of our bakery area, and that side is all of our savory side production. This is Chef Jesus. Chef Jesus. He's our banquet chef. So he's actually the one who's in charge of managing all of the production that goes on for the mass quantity of feedings that we're doing. So that's his role in our kitchen here.
All right.
So what we'll do is we'll grab you a chef hat, and then we'll kind of go through. I'll show you the walk-in freezer cooler. We won't go inside because it's kind of chilly. We'll show you some storage area, which is kind of like a giant pantry, and then we'll kind of go through the kitchen. We'll talk about equipment, and any questions we'll answer along the way. Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
All right. So Chef Sam, what are we doing now?
So we're going to take a tour of the kitchen. As I said earlier, we'll show you some refrigeration space that we have. So at home you have small refrigerators here. We have really big refrigerators. At home you have a small pantry here. We have a really big pantry.
Well, actually, we have a really big pantry. We have a lot of food. So it's like our pantry was supposed to be our laundry room, but we wanted it to be our pantry.
That's probably a decent sized pantry.
Yes.
And then we'll kind of go through the equipment that we have here, and we'll go from there. So we're actually going to step back out this way real quick. And as I was talking about refrigerators, so this is our first refrigerator that we have. So this is where we keep all of our produce, fresh vegetables, things of that nature, and all that fun stuff. So, like I said, your home refrigerator is much smaller. Ours is just a lot bigger that you can walk all the way inside.
It's a room.
And then right behind it, here, we have a freezer that people are coming out of.
Hi! I have ice cream.
So this is our walk-in freezer. So again, same concept as your freezers at home. It's just much bigger that we can walk all the way inside and push the parts inside of here.
This is a lot colder than the fridge.
Yes.
Super cool.
So then we're going to walk into, like I said, our pantry area, or our dry storage as we call it, which is right over here. In our dry storage, we have everything from spices, salts, sauces, to our canned products. On the far side is all of our bakery stuff with the chocolates, the cookies, croutons, all of our dry goods we keep in here. So again, it's kind of like a home pantry, just a lot bigger.
Those are big cans.
Yes, yes they are.
Yeah. I'll just step out like this. Got it.
So now we're going to walk to the bakery real quick, and we'll talk about some of their things, and then we'll just kind of look around and see what they're doing. So this area here of our banquet kitchen is called our bakery. We do have an open kitchen concept where we share space. So they have two ovens that they can use, and then they have all the tabletop space that they use for all of their production. And we'll look at some of the stuff that they're making for tonight's dinner. So again, with the ovens, as I was saying, just like your home ovens, only a lot bigger, and you can put a lot more in them at one time. They have variable controls and temperatures we can do. They can inject steam. We can make them super hot, things like that. So that's kind of how the industrial ovens work on the bakery equipment. So over here, though, these are all desserts that they're making for tonight. So we have everything from chocolate-covered strawberries to key lime pies with meringue.
Yes, one of my favorites is my recipe of chocolate-covered strawberries. So
some small individual homemade apple pies, tiramisu cups, cupcakes, and all these are made in-house by our bakery team. So more chocolate-covered strawberries, more tarts with the meringue that's been toasted.
I will make chocolate-covered strawberries on my channel, okay?
So over here we're in the process of making chocolate-covered strawberries, where she's got the tempered chocolate that she's using, and then she's dipping the strawberry in there, and then she'll line them up like nice little soldiers on a sheet tray. They'll cool down and the chocolate will harden, and then we'll be ready to serve them. So, and then over here, another piece of equipment we have, these are industrial size KitchenAid mixers. So they have the home style that we use. These ones here we have tabletop size, and then we have giant floor models over there that are even bigger than these ones, and we'll look at those here in a minute. So
yeah, I have a Redcoat KitchenAid. So.
Any questions so far in the bakery?
Well, so is this all you're making for tonight's dinner?
Yes. So that cart, this cart, and then everything that they're working on the table is for tonight's dinner.
Okay. All right, what are we going to next?
Next, we're going to swing over this way to what we call the Savory side of our kitchen, which is opposite of our bakery. So here, this is where I was talking about the floor size stand mixers that we have. So this one here, and then behind us, we even have the largest one over here. And we'll find the mixing bowl here for it in a minute. We'll show you how big it really is when it comes to that. But as far as the banquet production goes, on this side, we do everything I said in mass quantity. So here, we're cutting fruit, but we're cutting cases. Pardon me. Cases at one time instead of one melon or two melons. Cases upon cases of melon being cut. So they do all that cutting by hand, they peel it, then they slice it down, and then we have all the bowls and platters that we fill and things like that. So then again, an industrial kitchen, so when you're feeding mass amounts of people, you have to move mass amounts of hot food. So with moving hot food, we have these giant boxes that are insulated, and we can plug them in, and we can also put sterno cans in them, and they're called hot boxes. So hot food comes out of an oven, it goes into a hot box, and then we can transport the food to different sides of the convention center when we need to. We'll loop around this way, we'll kind of look down this side here to see what's happening. So here's the oven that I was talking about earlier before we were rolling, where I was talking about having the carts that roll inside of them. What the cart looks like is this, where this whole unit can be pushed in and out of ovens, in and out of hot boxes. Again, we're able to cook anywhere probably between 600, 700, 800, 900 pounds of meat at one time on here that we can push in and out of the ovens for mass quantity cooking. So we have two of these ovens in this kitchen. We have one on this side and one on the other side. And then these here again are like the bakery ovens, where it's more like your home style oven, where it's just very simple. It has a fan in the back. These ones do not take steam or anything like that. Well, this one here, we can steam items with just strictly hot water. We can cook things strictly just hot air, or we can do a combination cooking of steam and water. So like trying to keep chicken breast extra moist when you're feeding 1,000 people, we cook it on a combination method. That way there's moisture in the air when the chicken breast is cooking. Then we have a stove, probably similar to stoves at home, just again, much bigger, more industrial. Turn the valves, fire comes on, sometimes fire comes on. So, certain things we do have to do in small quantity where we'll use pots and pans and stuff like that versus something like this where we can put 30 gallons of liquid. Right now we have simmering water in there, but if we were making soup or stew or a sauce, we can cook it in there, bring it up to temperature, boil it. It's adjustable, it'll raise and it'll lower, it'll pour out the spout. We can catch it in pans, we can cool it down, we can serve it, whatever we need to do from there. So this is like a giant pot, depending on what we're putting in it. Next to that one, we have an even bigger pot that will hold about 50 gallons of liquid. And so he's pulling out soups from in the bag, so kind of like a boil in the bag process there, where the kettle's filled up with hot water, we adjust the temperature, comes to a boil, we can either cook pastas in there, again, soups, sauces, stews, and then this one here, for gravy purposes, has a spigot on the bottom where the water comes out. And then our system just repeats itself with another, what we call a tilt skillet, and then a steam kettle. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Okay.
So, where are we going next?
What we'll do is we'll talk about some of the other equipment that we use, and then we'll loop around to the other side and look at some other prep production. So some of the things that we use are called hotel pans, which is an industry term. So here we have hotel pans where, again, you saw them used over there, but the food that's coming out of the ovens, we put it inside of these. We take these, we'll wrap them with plastic wrap, store them in the hot box, and then this is what's going to be used to put in the chafing dish on the buffet for people to serve their food out of in a banquet setting. So we have hotel pans, soup tureens. They come in all different sizes. This is called a full pan. If you cut it in half, you have a half pan, thirds to third pan. It goes all the way down to a 9 pan, which it would take 9 of them to fill one of these. So that's how the pan scaling is. So we'll walk over here. We'll show you another floor that we use. Again, in the mindset, we have 3 walking coolers. So this one here, again, is where a lot of our prep production is ready, or prepared items, things that are going to be going to be used for parties, things of that nature. We keep in here under refrigeration, and then we can pull them out as needed, reheat them in the ovens, the steamers, boiling water, whatever's necessary.
That is a lot of pasta.
A lot of pasta. So then we'll look down this side real quick. We're here. This is that second oven I was talking about that has the roll-in racks where we can cook, we can steam, we can therm, we can dry heat. Then we have a grill, just like a grill at home you have in your backyard. Chickens, burgers, dogs, whatever. And then
I
next
like to make grilled chicken.
yes.
Marinated in like lime juice, garlic, salt and pepper. I don't know what I forget.
And then next to that we have what's called a flat top griddle, which is like a grill, but it has a steel plate, making pancakes, waffles, things like that. It's kind of like a giant frying pan. Again, it's just a lot bigger because of the amount of people that we feed. And then next to that, we have deep fryers. Same concept at home. If you have a Fry Daddy or anything like that, or even if you have a deep cooking pot that you order deep fried French fries or potato chips, anything like that. Again, ours can hold up to 10 pounds of product at one time. We can deep fry things, cook things in about 3 or 4 minutes at a time, all that fun stuff. So this is the second half of our production kitchen, where again, in the grand scheme of things, feeding mass quantities of people, we have to have lots of firepower to feed lots of people. So. Down on the other side of that wall over there is our dish room. You have a dishwasher in your house. We have a dishwasher in that dish room. Again, it's just a lot bigger and it runs on a conveyor belt. So we can wash, the sheet pans, the hotel pans, plates, forks, knives, mixing bowls, everything through there on a giant conveyor belt that comes out. And then we have an elite team of stewards and dishwashers to help us to put all of our equipment back and take care of all that.
So exactly how many people can you feed, like, probably like each night?
Well, in the convention center it varies because with conventions there's groups that come in. But on average, I would say we feed anywhere from, because even in the restaurants, last night we fed over 700 people in 3 different restaurants in the lobby of the resort. The night before we fed around 500 people, so that's probably a good average between 500 and 700 people just for dinner service. That's not including breakfast and lunch. We have days where we'll feed 4,000 people a day. We have days where we'll feed 100 people a day. Just kind of the nature of the hotel industry at that point. So, any questions to this so far?
Yeah, so I have actually seen like a kitchen like on TV or whatever, but I've never actually been in one. So I hope this is a really good experience for me. It is. So I hope you guys like this so far. So where are we going next?
What would you like to see next? Because that's kind of the kitchen in a nutshell. Once we're done with the food in here, we put it in the hot boxes and then we deliver it to the rooms that it's going to be served out of. But that's kind of the nutshell of how our operation works with the bakery department and then with our banquet kitchen concept.
So what exactly is your favorite dish that you like to make?
Favorite dish that I like to make, that's a really tough one. I generally, anything that will satisfy somebody else is kind of my favorite dish to make. I like to be able to cook food that people enjoy. When I see someone eat a meal that I make and they have a smile on their face, or I know that their stomach is full, that's the fulfillment that I get. So I like to be able to cater to individuals. The favorite meal I like to eat, as opposed to making.
Yes, that is very true. That is satisfying whenever you see someone eat your food and love it.
Yes, and that's what really drives the passion behind a chef, I think, is that, you're producing something that somebody else is enjoying, and I get satisfaction out of it.
Yes.
Anything else?
So your favorite dish like here?
At work,
Yeah.
that's another tough one. Again, we have a very extensive banquet menu. I want to say there's roughly 300 different options in our banquet menu, from steaks to chicken to pork to fish, things of that nature. It also kind of depends on the season. You know, right now being in January in the wintertime, I like to eat a lot of soups, a lot of stews, a lot of hearty food that make me feel warm on the inside. In the summertime, I like to eat a lot of seafood, a lot of salads. It's light, it's not as heavy. So what I like to eat kind of is dictated by what the weather is, what's happening outside, my mood. I'm not a very picky eater. You know, a lot of times I just kind of eat on the go. I eat a lot of cold food. Believe it or not, you know,
Fast food restaurants.
not so much fast food, but cold food I do. You know, leftovers the next day, I'll eat a hamburger on a hamburger bun without even reheating it or cooking it. Things like that. It's just kind of that nature of, I'm not so much worried about myself as I'm worried about the people that I want to feed. So.
Okay, so are we going anywhere next because I ran out of questions?
Okay, well, we can peek into the dish room real quick, and then we'll step out from there, and we'll see where we go from there. So this is everything that we just finished up with a 2,000 person lunch that we were feeding. This is everything that, or some of the stuff that's been coming back from the banquet room that they were in. You know, like I said, our team of dishwashers, they get all this equipment turned for us so that we have plates ready for dinner service, we have plates ready for breakfast service, and then we have all the sheet pans for cooking again, hotel pans for cooking
So
again.
this is basically a giant dishwasher area.
Yes, giant dishwasher area.
Yeah, my mom always tells me you cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. It never works.
That's right. Got to be clean and organized. So, but that kind of finishes up the tour of our banquet kitchen here. So,
Don't cook in a dirty kitchen. Okay, so chefs work here.
how many chefs work here? So there's myself plus 6 other chefs that run either the bakery, the banquet kitchen, or a restaurant inside of our hotel resort that we have. And then there's roughly anywhere from 175 to 225 cooks, and then probably about another 50 or so dishwashers that we have on property to take care of the business as well. So.
Okay, so when you work here, do you meet a lot of friends?
Say that again?
Do you meet a lot of friends when you work here?
People that I know from the outside, or are you talking about people I work with? You always build friendships because you need to build team, you need to build trust, you know, so there is a lot of camaraderie, but as long as everyone knows that we act and conduct ourselves in a professional manner when we're doing things, you know, we do play games with each other, we do joke, but everyone knows when it's time to be serious, and everyone knows when it's time to not be serious. So there's that fine line, but everybody here does have a very good camaraderie, teamwork ethic together that kind of drives our forces.
Okay, so basically you have a bunch of utensils for cooking, but you have them in jumbo size.
Yes. So an example of a jumbo size, wait 1 second right here, I'll show you a jumbo size kitchen.
Are you guys enjoying this so far? Give me a like right now if you're enjoying this.
So you use a whisk at home for making cake batters and things like that? So here's a jumbo size whisk that we have, almost as tall as you. So that's an example of a jumbo size piece of
It's
equipment that we
probably
use.
has to be taller than Sunshine Junior, guys.
Yeah, so everything that we have is just on a much bigger scale. All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, not really.
All right. Well, thank you for bringing your program into our kitchen. I'm glad I was able to take the time to show you around, and you got to see a professional kitchen and see how we kind of operate and talk about the equipment we have. Appreciate you being able to come in and you know, show this experience to all your viewers as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this interview. And now it's time for me to go.